and we'll go over. So you want me to go over cartilage? Who wants me to go over cartilage and bone? Just a bit. Then we'll go on to muscle, and then we'll get on to nerve. So now normally we finish this section in like 2 weeks. Okay, we're getting there. It's taking us a bit longer, but we're doing other things, and that's fine. We've got time now. We're very lucky. Where did my computer go? Over there. Screen was blank. Alright, so we need, oh, is this one? Okay, so I think I need a new projector, and I've budgeted for one, because can you see it's getting fainter and fainter?
Yes, ma'am.
They haven't brought me one yet. And I don't know with this whole COVID thing if I'm going to get on here. So we need to switch it off. Okay, so cartilage. So yes, there are 3 types, but I don't expect you to know the details of the 3 types, because it just becomes too complex. Oh, my screen. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, it's like this. Something going on here. Alright, so cartilage. What? Oh, there we go. Now, there we go. Alright, so that's this picture is of hyaline cartilage. Let's go back. So that's hyaline cartilage. That's the one that's found over the ends of bones. Other cartilage, the yellow elastic, white fibers, it looks different. It looks like areola, but there's lots of fibers and cells. That's why I don't give you pictures of it, because it's very confusing, okay? Especially if it's black and white. But the one that's found over the ends of bones, remember, it's all about the matrix. The cells are secreting what they're sitting in. Like the jelly tots are secreting the custard that they're sitting in, okay? Yeah, all right? They secrete what they're sitting in if you make a pudding or something, okay? So these little cells, they are called chondrocytes. So anything, have you ever seen medicines or supplements, chondroitin, chondrin, something at this game? Something chondrin means cartilage. I don't expect you to know that word. But these little cells, cartilage cells, they sit in little spaces called lacunae. One lacuna, many lacunae, little cavities with fluid, and the little cells sit in those spaces, and sometimes it's groups of 4 or 2 or singles. It's just the way it is. And that's exactly what it looks like under the mic, and I will show you. We will have a look at them. And the in-between is the matrix. So that matrix is the chondrin, the protein. There's yellow fibers and white fibers and salts, making this matrix hard but still rubbery and able to protect the ends of the bone. Got it? Okay, so that's what we need to understand about hyaline cartilage. Okay, there's no nerves or blood vessels going in, and so if this is damaged, if this tissue is damaged, the nutrients are going to come via to help repair the tissue. Diffusion. So the blood vessels might be in the muscle or wherever, and by diffusion, okay, the nutrients would get to the tissue to help it to heal. Alright, and we call it the extracellular matrix, outside the cells. It's what they secrete. It's like those jelly tots secreting the custard, making the matrix in which they sit to make these different connective tissues. Alright, and that's what it looks like. It's not really pink, okay? That's quite nice because you can see the spongy bone there in the middle of the bone and the compact bone on the outside, just like your chicken wing. Alright? And like, you know, this kind of thing. If you look at different pictures, they tell you, I think cartilage, yes, there are specific areas, but I think there would also be where one merges into another. Like here, white to yellow. So learning exactly where they are is sometimes different in different internet sites. So that's why I don't expect you to do it. But you can see here, all the blue is hyaline cartilage, although I've seen where they said it's white fibrous cartilage. Okay, so some of it could be white, and then mostly hyaline, yellow elastic there because the epiglottis, you know, it has to open and close, and then fibrous, white fibrous cartilage to me would be the tops of your ears, your nose here, and then between the pubic bones, but I've seen where they said it's yellow elastic, because in women that pubic bone is stretched more. So I think it's a combination. I think it's there are collagen fibers, but if there's more yellow fibers, it's more elastic. Okay, yellow elastic. So I don't ask you things like that. I've given you some examples in your notes. And then this one I put in afterwards. I don't think my class has even seen this diagram. I found it while searching for something. So there you can see the hyaline cartilage over the ends of the bones. And you were trying to look inside that joint yesterday, and there's this ligament capsule going all the way around. There it is. Goes all the way around, and there's even ligaments between there. And then you'd have the muscles attached by tendons. Alright? And in your hands, there are only tendons. Did you know that? In your fingers, sorry, there. Do you know there's no flesh muscles here? I didn't know that. Alright, so there's only, look at there, look at those stripes. There's muscles here, and then it becomes tendons in my fingers. So if I cut through my fingers, I'll find tendons and bones. And then bits of cartilage over the ends of the bones at the joints. Alright, yes.
Ma'am, is it true you can sew back fingers if you like cutting it?
You can. I'll tell you a story, yes.
My sister cut off her top finger. Not on
Like
purpose.
this.
Yeah, so right here.
Oh.
And you can actually see where they sewed it back together.
Yeah.
Was this Amy?
Yep, someone slammed it in the door.
Oh. My brother, he does, he's very good with his hands. He does kitchen, he builds and does everything. He's very good. And you know those table saws?
Oh no.
So, yes. And I was here at school and my mom phoned me. My mom never phones me when I'm at school. And I thought, oh my gosh, something happened. I thought the worst. But it was, he cut off the fingers. So we went to go see him and they tried to reattach. And after 2 weeks they had died. So now we call him Safe Monkey.
How did you cut off all
And he
five?
works like that. Yeah.
Cut off all five, but they could only reattach these three here. Because they're all smaller, they're all like
I can't
this
remember.
big
Was
as
it
the
three?
top. It was all five of them.
No, I don't think it was this one or that one. I don't know. You have to ask him. I can't remember. But these two are gone. But he can do everything. Then there was a program on TV on the weekend on Netflix. What was it called? There's something that Cliff. Come on, you're watching it. You must go and watch this. It's a mountain in Yellowstone or Yosemite National Park in America. These climbers, they free climb, tips of fingers. But they're attached by a rope just so that if they fall, they don't fall. But they just use this and they go up to all these different stages. And the one guy also, with a table saw, chopped off that finger. And he's now, you must see his hands, how thick those fingers are, how they've adapted to grabbing on, literally climbing a vertical face that is, I don't know, look like, I don't know, a kilometer high. And just doing this on these tiny little crevices on the mountainside of Yosemite National. It's called Big Something. Oh, I can't remember.
You know a guy that lost his pinky and he was traveling, and then a guy that lost his pinky, his name is Tiens, and he was traveling and they wouldn't let him through because he only had 4 fingers and they needed 5 fingerprints. Stupid. He eventually got through, but there were
Imagine that.
he's like,
Oh no, don't worry, I'll just, okay, yeah.
Let me get my other finger out for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the place called?
Yosemite National Park, and it's Big Something, this huge
Door wall, that's what.
dawn wall. Wait, I'll show you. I cannot believe how these people climbed it. So let's see. Dawn wall, 3 times. And the one guy's name was Tom. I can't remember anything. Thomas and Gavin. Are we going now? Alright, so we'll quickly go over the bones tomorrow. And then we'll go on to muscle. Then, oh wait, look at this. So they have these, this is amazing. That's their tent. So their tent is a triangle on the side of the mountain, like dangling. And this is what they go up. Climbing with their fingertips. Go and watch it.
That is insane.
What's it?
The Dawn Wall. Yeah. On Netflix. And then another thing that you must go and watch is my octopus teacher.
Oh, I love that. It's so good.
I started watching it on Sunday, but I still had work to do, and I 16 minutes, and I had to tear myself away. It is so good. Go and watch both of those. You cannot believe how good they are. If you've got Netflix, I don't think anyone's on Netflix. I don't know. Okay, very good.
You didn't finish it on months ago.